Hello, my name is Dylan Young, and today I will be continuing my series on Moosend, Sitecore's recent acquisition. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel. You'll get the latest updates on my Moosend series that I'm producing, as well as other updates for upcoming content. I recently ran a poll and everybody seemed to be interested in Order Cloud as a potential video series that I'll be doing. I will be starting to prepare that and release that as well. So if you're interested in anything related to Moosend, Order Cloud, or anything to do with Sitecore, definitely subscribe and click the little bell so that you get notified of my upcoming posts. Tonight we're going to continue the series on Sitecore's Moosend product. In previous videos, and I think I'm on my third or fourth video at this point, I've talked about various other setup steps that you need to do in order to get running with Sitecore Moosend. But tonight I want to talk probably about the most important one, which is the website configuration. So to do that, we're going to navigate on over to Moosend's website. And then we'll get to the Moosend website, and now all we need to do is just log in. And now once we're in there, I don't know why it hasn't saved that. Once we're in there, you'll see a dashboard. There's been some more activity since the last time I did this, did a video. Been prepping for a presentation, so that's why the dashboard has changed. And I'll talk about a little bit more about why that would change in the future videos I'll be producing. But for today's session, I'm going to navigate on over to the settings area, and we're going to be configuring a new website. And so a website just represents where we're going to place potentially lead forms, where we're going to collect information. This might also be where we have landing pages. There's various other purposes of doing this. Also, if we wanted to collect events of some sort. So what I'm going to demonstrate tonight is I'm going to be using a lighthouse example. I've already gone through the steps of adding it, so I just want to talk through those options of how you add it using the HTML script that they provide to add it to your website from a Sitecore perspective. So instead of going and adding a website, I'm just going to click on the little View Examples button. And then once we're on there, we can see it talks a little bit about the configuration. So if websites was the page I was on, we go to the install connection script. It gives you this ID, which is unique to your website, and I probably need to gray that one out. But it gives you some examples of ways you can install it. These would be automatic ways to install, and I think they're slowly producing more options here. I assume at some point Sitecore will also have an option here for installing with Sitecore directly. But for now, the best way to get this into your Sitecore instance is to take this script down here. The other option, which I hope to show a video on, is using something like a CDP, like Segment, to connect, use the Segment script that's on your website, send data to Segment, and then this would pull data out of Segment. So that's a decent option as well. But we're just going to take this script and we're going to navigate. Basically, I'm running Lighthouse, so it's running off an SXA site. So I've actually already installed it in the SXA site. We just need to navigate back over to it, and I'll just show that the script is in there. And this may take a little bit, but this is going to potentially be a pretty short video. But there's some other things that are important to use inside here. There is this action tracking configuration. So you can identify contacts similar to how you do this in a CDP, or if you're familiar with Sitecore XP, you would identify a contact. This is the same process. There's some other actions here: track page view events, track added to cart events, order completed events, and product view events. And then lastly, the one I think is pretty important is just a custom event you can track, such as video played. If you have a video player, you can track that a video is played, a video is stopped, a video is paused, scenarios like that. Jump over to Lighthouse, and now we see the site has loaded. So if you do this and you just view page source, you'll see that our script is included. The script just goes inside the head tag, so it's pretty straightforward. I used a partial page rendering for SXA. Obviously, if this was just a regular site, a regular Sitecore site that you were building this into, you could add it just to the layout, and then you don't have to necessarily worry about doing it the SXA way or doing it the item way. You can just use code to insert it. And then you should have some capabilities to do lead generation and just tracking your users. And I hope to do some videos on that coming up as well. So that completes today's session. Pretty simple topic. Pretty simple to add it to your website just using the traditional means. Like I said, I'll probably do a video on Segment at some point on the CDP side of it and show kind of what that might look like. And then also a video at some point talking about how to trigger some of these actions and showing how that goes back into your Sitecore site and or back into your Moosend's analytics data that can be useful for tracking users across your site. All right, I hope you have success getting this added, and then once we're doing this, my next few videos are going to focus on what you can do once you have added this. Thank you.